The West Indies are on a high after an emphatic win in the first ODI. Can India bounce back at Visakhapatnam with the series on the line? And will that defeat at Chennai trigger any major selection changes? All that and more in our 5 things to watch out for from the second ODI on ESPNcricinfo Matchday. Number 5. The threat of Hetmeyer. Shimron Hetmeyer's rendezvous with India in India continues to be one of merriment for the southpaw. And the 22-year-old has hit some serious form in this limited overs series. An average of 66.33 and a strike rate of over 136 stand out in his 398 runs from 6 innings versus India in ODIs. Over a third of those having come in boundaries. Hetmeyer's biggest threat lies in how he hits sixes at will, and he particularly likes doing so against India's bowlers, with 23 of his 50 career sixes having come against India. India will need a definitive plan to keep Hetmeyer quiet. Number 4. The craft of Cottrell. Beyond his trademark march and salute celebration and the serious dose of personality that he injects into the game, Sheldon Cottrell is also fast becoming one of the craftiest new ball bowlers in white ball cricket. 5 wickets from 4 games this series across formats at an average of just over 27 and an economy rate of just over 6 tell just half the story. The other half being that Cottrell has genuinely troubled India's otherwise fluent top order, and but for the Mumbai T20I, those figures would show even better returns. His overall figures this year are more than satisfactory though. 28 wickets from 20 innings in 2019, Cottrell was one of the few bright sparks from an otherwise dull World Cup for the Windies, and he's showing signs of his best this series as well. With every game, Cottrell's adapting expertly on how to bowl on Indian pitches, and India will need to be wary of him in Visakhapatnam. At number 3, we've got Shreyas Iyer's consistency. Now this is perhaps one of India's biggest positives in recent times. With each innings, Shreyas seems to be edging closer and closer to settling the debate for India's number 4 position in ODIs. Iyer now has 5 50s in 8 ODI innings, including 3 in a row against the West Indies. Now the Chennai ODI was the first for Shreyas actually batting at number 4, but he did not disappoint. His 70 of 88 balls was impressive temperamentally, and the partnership he stitched together with Rishabh Pant in a difficult phase of the game would fill the team with renewed optimism that there are those who can do the job beyond the top 3. All India needs from Shreyas now is to keep that consistency going at number 4. At number 2, Virat at Visakhapatnam. Now there is a strong connection between Virat Kohli and, well, most grounds in world cricket, but in particular the ACA VDCA cricket stadium. The last 5 innings at this venue for the Indian captain have yielded 556 runs at an average of 139, all that with a strike rate of over 100. Given that we saw a rare failure in ODI cricket from Kohli at Chennai, you think it would almost take a Christmas miracle for the Indian skipper to go back-to-back innings against his favourite opposition in ODIs without a significant score. He wouldn't mind Visakhapatnam though, where he has already struck 3 ODI tons, which is 1 more than the rest of the team put together. And number 1, expect a run fest at Visakhapatnam. It's not always easy to score runs in Chennai, but Visakhapatnam on the other hand has proven to be way kinder to batsmen over the years. But batting first is also highly recommended, with a 70% win for teams batting first at the venue. The average first innings total is 289, seamers tend to go the distance, spinners perform better in contrast. Would that in any way affect team selections, especially for India? Would it tempt Kohli into playing both wrist spinners, something that has translated into success for India in ODIs in recent times? India have already enjoyed success at Visakhapatnam with 6 wins out of 8. 1 loss and 1 tie, which was last year against the West Indies, with the same destroyers-in-chief from the first ODI this series, Hope and Hetmeyer. So India find themselves in a position they rarely do, trailing behind in a bilateral series at home. With the series on the line, that too against a West Indies side that's got a serious swag about them at the moment, and the fact that this venue last produced a high-scoring tie between the two sides last year, this one has all the makings of an absolute cracker. We'll of course have you covered with all the major stories and numbers from the game on ESPNcricinfo Matchday.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.